welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So guys, update here on Nike, ticker NKE. Yeah, guys, trading is very interesting when you understand how algos and market makers work. You can use here a lot of chart techniques to spot where the algo is waiting to buy or sell an asset. It doesn't matter if this is crypto or stocks, guys. And you can see that I uploaded here a video about Nike, where I already mentioned I expect here a price of $70, and this was in March, guys. This is here 8 months ago. I said already that I expect Nike to go down to $70. And where we are today, what is the price today, guys? $78, and we can see that the all-time low, or not the all-time low, but the lowest point here when we compare the chart since 2022 was on the dot $70.75. So how is that possible? How could I predict that? I will show you that here in the video, and I will tell you if this is now the bottom or not, if we see lower prices, or if Nike is a very good buying opportunity right now. This is of course not financial advice, but I give you here my opinion based on the chart. Okay guys, if you're new to this channel, welcome. The main purpose is of course to educate you here in trading. Normally I talk here about short squeeze stocks. Not only I talk about them, I try to predict short squeezes, but of course it works in both directions. You can also say where a potential selling level or zone is waiting here for Nike, and in that example here I think that we are now very close to see here a technical bottom. In my opinion, we have this big shakeout here during the Corona pandemic here that was in March 2020, and this is usually a sign of the market makers when something like that happens. You can call it maybe a black swan event or an extraordinary event, but we can see that the market makers immediately bought up the dip, and then Nike ripped here to $179, which was the all-time high. That shows us that if there is a weakness in the market, or which we don't have right now, we have a lot of short squeezes in the market, but Nike is not showing strength anymore since we had this peak here in November 2021. And this is very interesting because most of the stocks started to sell off, even Bitcoin. You can check everything, guys. Everything started to sell off here in November 2021. That was the beginning of the bear market. And now we are very, very bullish, but Nike cannot profit from that. Nike is not able yet here to break this downtrend, and that means we have maybe some lower price goals. In my opinion, the most significant price goal for this move, and that was also the reason why I said I expect $70, is this huge open gap, guys. This orange field, what you see here, is an open gap. The price for Nike started to gap up here back in March 2020, and we left this huge down gap here, this orange field, and that was $72.64 was the level where this gap had to be filled. Then we had the next gap up here, a new open down gap, a new open down gap. All the orange lines here are open down gaps, guys. And if you don't know how that works, the algos usually close these gaps here. The chance that those gaps get filled is about 90%. Of course, we have a lot of open gaps for Nike. Does that mean Nike comes down to $20? No, guys, that doesn't mean it. But is it possible? Yes, technically, guys, it is even possible to see $20 or lower. But because we had this very strong market reaction here at $60 after the pandemic shakeout here, that's why I think the bottom is very near, and I show you now here the price levels which I draw here in the chart, guys. Here we go. So, by the way, I just mentioned that before, guys, that I try to predict short squeezes here on my channel. I predicted 2 squeezes this week. What I'm doing is I upload here my finest selection of short squeeze stocks. I call them the hot stocks. So when you see these videos here, that means that the tickers which I present in these videos have very high squeeze potential. You can see here some of the member feedbacks, guys, but the mission is to predict short squeezes. There is no guarantee, of course. I cannot see the future, but from 3 tickers, I already predicted 2 short squeezes this week. So I released my video on Sunday. Then directly on Monday, we had our first squeeze 1 day after my video release. This ticker here squeezed 109%. So this is not a coincidence, guys. I did that already many, many times in the past. Biggest squeeze in October was 854%, which I predicted. Absolute ridiculous. And here 2 days later, guys, on Wednesday, we had our second hot stock squeeze, 26th of November. In total, this ticker squeezed 270%, but when I made the screenshot here, we had 242%. And you can see here 1, 2, 3 candles after my video release, guys. Yeah, it is possible to predict short squeezes. Of course, I try to predict you also the price goals here for Nike, but if you want to see these kind of finest selection of short squeeze stocks, then you can of course join in our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership here on Patreon. You can see all the member benefits here. And if you click the info icon in the corner, you get access to the Patreon member link. And I said, we are growing here every day, guys. Every day new members joining in. It doesn't matter if you are a beginner or advanced trader. Everybody is welcome here to join our trading community. So for Nike, guys, this is the pattern which we have. Very simple to trade. It's a very flat chart in my opinion, nothing special. That's why it was so predictable, or at least I have been very sure about that we see $70. And I think, guys, the bottom is in, yeah? Don't has to be, I could be wrong, but I think $65 is the bottom. We have a very, very strong liquidity zone between $70 and $50. So this is a very strong liquidity zone. So if $65 is not the bottom, we could go lower. Maybe the bottom is already in. Why do I think that? So we have here a very interesting constellation right now where we need a technical decision here in the next weeks. When we had this peak here in November 2021, then you can see we started to build up here a trend channel pattern, a descending trend channel pattern, which is controlling the price. This is a paradise for swing traders, guys, because every time when you hit here the bottom line of this trend channel pattern, you usually see a squeeze to the upside, and as soon as you hit the top line here, you see a sell-off to the downside. So you can just play ping pong here with your money, and you can of course make money in both directions. You go long here, go short here. Not financial advice, but this is how these kind of patterns playing out. You can see here, I just give you the example one more time when we zoom in. We touched here the top one more time and immediately had a gap down here, and the market makers tried to gap down the price even more. That means, guys, that's why I say everything is technically possible. So if we would see a straight line today, yeah, that means the price would tank down here to $38 or lower. This is technically possible. Do I believe that? For now, no, guys, because I think the market is squeezing everywhere. We have everywhere squeezes here in the market. Otherwise, we would not see 240% squeeze in here one day. But Nike is not participating from that right now. That means, in my opinion, if the market starts to turn bearish, we have a super bullish market actually. Everything is creating new all-time highs. I think that is the momentum for Nike when Nike will return. Even the market turn bearish, I don't think that Nike just will start to tank down. So in my opinion, we have here a very good chance that the bottom is maybe in. As I said before, $70 was always my price target. And you can see that here. I mean, this is not a coincidence, guys. You can also see my videos from March. I never changed that chart. The chart is exactly the same. So please watch my previous videos for Nike here. And you can see how we hit exactly my green liquidity zone here. This green zone here, this candle just touched it, and immediately we had a squeeze reaction here, even something like a squeeze for Nike when we measured it here in total. This was a 28% squeeze, which is very, very good for a $116 billion market capital stock. So, and what do we still have is this support line here. Very important, guys. This blue support line here is also supporting the price since many, many years. It could even extend that line here. Back in 2015, we had already here support on this blue line. Even the pandemic here, you know, confirmed the support, and Nike is finding still support on this very old trend line. That's why I say, guys, even we're talking here about price action, which are already 5, 10 or 15 years ago, or about trend lines and trend channels, guys, the algos are still programmed on the same levels, yeah? If you want to copy the price levels here or understand how the algos works, guys, this program here is everything based on TradingView. This is what I use here for all my videos and all my trades. This is called TradingView. You can, of course, pause the video and copy the price lines here. But if you don't have TradingView yet, you have a very good chance to get here a huge discount. We have Black Friday discount here for TradingView, just 1 or 2 more days. Then you get here 70% discount on the premium tier. I am not sponsored by TradingView, guys. Yeah, this is just because I use that program since many years, and that's why I recommend that to you. You can click here on the info icon in the corner. Then you get also access to this special Patreon Black Friday discount link with 70% discount on the premium tier and 1 month for free, guys. This is the best offer you can get, and I really recommend that to take the chance right now, guys. So let's go back here to Nike. And as I said, it is possible that the bottom is in. We retested here the $70 range. We had a bounce. We retested here the blue trend line. We had a bounce. And that's on, guys. That's why I think if we break this blue algo trend line here to the downside, then in my opinion, $65 is the next price target to go. And then I expect a strong support. Don't hesitate. Yeah, when we break $65 and go even lower, then we have to be very careful, guys. I'm very honest with you. Then we have to be very careful, because that could mean even $50 breaks as a support and we see lower prices incoming. For now, I would say everything here between $70 and $65 is a very good opportunity right now here for Nike. Guys, that was my quick and dirty update. If you like this content here, if you don't want to miss any updates, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.